Okay, so this is part 7, and I think what I'm going to do is actually go back to the bow draw and do the box drill, and then work into pivot turns and talk about pivot turns on this section. And then maybe different ways of doing pivots. There's all different kinds of ways that you can come up with pivots. So the first one's simple. We already kind of talked about the bow draw, but it's just a new drill. It's called the box drill, and you're going to turn 90 degrees. You want nice sharp corners and keep your shape nicely. So when I go downstream, turn 90 degrees. Go across stream, turn 90 degrees. And be even with your how many strokes between turns. So you take bow sweep, bow draw, stop the turning momentum, bow long, free flow, bow sweep, bow draw, bow, 1, 2, bow sweep, bow draw, 1, 2, 3. Bow sweep, bow draw, 1, 2, 3. Bow sweep, bow draw, 1, 2, 3. Bow sweep, okay? So that's a simple drill. We kind of already talked about bow draws, but in this case we're just turning 90 degrees. In some of the other cases we're turning 90 degrees. And did I do that on another video where we actually turn 90 degrees? And we can do that off with just a straight bow draw, but we have to be patient with our bow sweep. Let your bow sweep turn you a little bit more and rotate a little bit more, and just be more patient. So this is a simple drill, 180 degrees. Bow sweep, rotate, bow draw. See, no backstrokes on that one. Bow sweep, wait, bow draw. See how I'm looking back into the turn after the bow sweep. Bow sweep, see how it rotates, 180 degrees. Okay, so that's the box drill in 180 degree strokes. Okay, so that was with no backstroke. And you know, in polo, a lot of people, when they do their pivot turns, they do a back sweep and they change it into a bow draw. And the important thing here is we rotate our torso up here, right? Go halfway through the back sweep, and then we're going to re-rotate. Watch this shoulder. And I call it the U. If you notice that the paddle actually does this, it transfers the pressure, which this is the 4th B, transfers the pressure from the back side of the blade to the front side of the blade. So when we do the U, we back sweep to here, then we can make a U. See how that's an upside down U? Or you can do it as a N. So we see how that shape right there. So watch this shoulder go back between the transition. So remember the 4 B's: boat, body, both hands, blade angle. So I'm going to paddle along. I'm going to tilt it a little to the outside of my turn. And then once I get the boat under, you need to flatten the boat off with your knees, because the boat acts as like an upside down plane wing. As long as you get that boat under through the water and move it through the water, it actually wants to lift downward because of high and low pressure. I won't get into it if you want to be really specific, but there's a distance, the distance between over my deck and under my deck, on my hull. The distance is shorter on the top than the bottom, so it's like an upside down wing. And as long as you can keep that boat moving through the water, it actually wants to pull downward. Well, that's a lot of information, but anyway, so boat, we want it to tilt to the outside, flatten. We want a lot of body rotation. Path of both hands. On the back sweep, we want our top hand high, not down here, because we want to get that blade down in the water. Going back to those body rotation, some people can actually rotate so far back that their stern's underwater, they can get their blade on top of the hull, but I can't do that. And then this transition from back sweep, in shape, like that, and then bow draw. Okay, so let's do just a straight pivot with a back sweep, changing it into a bow draw. Okay, it's very easy to turn the boat 180 degrees when you do this. So bow sweep, rotate, back sweep, bow draw to a forward stroke. Since I can turn this boat really easy, I'm already up to 180 degrees and I have to kind of get off that bow draw pretty quick because I'll go past 180. Okay, so again, here we go again. Just a little bit of speed. Bow sweep, rotate, back sweep. See that little U shape? I'll try to emphasize that this time by doing an extended bow draw. Remember in part 6, we talked about extended bow draw. So I'm going to do less of a bow sweep this time. Bow sweep, bow draw. Okay? Alright, so that's a standard pivot turn. Now there's all different ways we can do pivot turns. We can do it without the back sweep. We can do it with just going from a bow sweep to a bow draw instead of the back sweep. So I'm going to do a pivot turn without the back sweep this time. So bow sweep, rotate a lot, bow draw. Okay? There again, you're kind of getting out of your paddler's box. You have to wait a little bit longer off of your bow sweep so you can rotate. But just think about the physics behind it, right? If we do bow sweep, we want to put that paddle in like we want to go that way, put the pressure on this side, face the paddle away from the direction you want to go, right? Or the power on the face. So do that one more time. Extended bow draw. A pivot with an extended bow draw, no back sweeps. So again, you want to be patient. Okay. Bow sweep, extended bow draw, no backstroke on that one, right? Very positive way of doing a pivot turn. Okay, another way is to just do, a lot of people do this actually. If you think the physics on it is, they'll go bow sweep, back sweep, sweep on the opposite side. So, and you can do, when you do these pivot turns, you can do a drill where you just do spins, okay? So we'll do a bow sweep, back sweep, bow sweep, back sweep, bow sweep. Well, I'm actually doing an all-out sweep. See how I'm re-rotating? Whoa! Whoops, you saw my edge. I lost my edge, okay? So I kind of did a thing called cupping where the edge goes from one edge to the other. So sometimes when you do pivots, you have to lean to the outside on every stroke to just make sure that stern's under. But as long as you can keep it moving and flat, especially on some design boats, you can make the boat spin a lot. Okay, and then I was going to do, what was the other one I was going to do? I can't think of it right now, but all right, that'll be enough. So many different ways of coming up with stroke drills to, I remember. I'm going to try this. I'm not very well practiced at this. It's going to be a back sweep, U in shape, or U upside down U, to a bow draw, and then I'm going to come back and stay on the same side. I'm never going to take a stroke on the other side. So I'm going to do a spin drill here where I do back sweep, bow draw on the same side. Back sweep, bow draw. So, back sweep, bow draw. Back sweep, bow draw. Back sweep, bow draw. Okay? So that's another way of doing it. This drill actually does really good on your tilt. Feeling your pressure. When you're doing spin drills like that, it's all about your pressure on your knees and your butt and your weight. Where do you put your weight? I kind of put my weight back, but I don't lean back. I put my weight back, but don't lean back. So it has a lot to do with the pressure on your knees, so you keep that nice turning tilt, and then it also works on your rotation, especially that one where I did forward sweep on one side, back sweep on the other, because you're rotating this way, and then you're rotating this way. And of course, I probably wasn't doing it, but you want to try to work where your head always turns into the turn. Let me try that one. I wasn't focusing on that one aspect. So forward sweep, look into the turn. Forward sweep, oops, look into the turn. Forward sweep, reverse sweep. Forward sweep, lost the edge a little bit. So see, I was always looking into the turn. One of the 10 commandments of boating, we always look into the direction we're turning to. Polo may be a little bit different because we have a ball we have to look at during the game too, but as a general rule, we want to teach ourselves, this is all stroke drills about, teaching our muscles to react in one way on flat water while we're not having to pay attention with white water or polo or anything else. Teaching ourselves muscle memory. All right?